Pull up a chair, sit back and relax and enjoy ARCA Day in America from the World Center of Racing. And with the start of the Ride the Dente 200, Goldsboro, North Carolina's Alex Hayden.
Green flag goes in the air and the 200-mile classic is underway. By the way, Ryan Roulette did come out of the garage. He's now coming up to speed in turn 2 as the rest of the field comes through the gearbox headed to 1.
Slowly up through the gears and up through the accelerator as well. They continue to run 2 by 2 in the front row. Lawless Allen to the outside. William Sawalich hugging the double yellow line at the bottom of the banking.
Nobody stepping out of line among the front 5 rows. 2 wide racing off of turn number 2 and up the super stretch for the first time. Roulette just in front of this lead pack and trying to keep it on the lead lap. In the outside lane, Lawless Allen takes command with some drafting help from Isabella Robusto.
Field still coming up to speed here in turn number 3. It is Lawless Allen that jumps out to the lead. He's on the outside lane and he'll take his blue Toyota Camry to the point.
Alex Clubb takes his car to the garage. Ryan Roulette is getting ready to get gobbled up by the pack as they come screaming through the tri-oval for the very first time. It's Lawless Allen going to the lead and Isabella Robusto, a couple of Venturini Motorsports cars, pacing them in 1.
She follows her teammate around that outside lane, now dives down into the low groove to take sole possession of position number 2. William Sawalich now rides in third spot. He'll be challenged up high by Jake Finch.
Who leads the outside lane. Jake Finch challenging for third with William Sawalich on the bottom. Top 2 are able to break away just a bit. Lawless Allen at the point. Isabella Robusto in second.
In third, you've got William Sawalich. Cole Raz runs in the 4th spot, and LeVar Scott has now moved his way to 5th. The top 5 single file against the bottom of the racetrack out of 4.
That'll leave them double wide for the 6th spot on back in this lead draft. And again, the Ryan Roulette car that was late getting on the track because of a mechanical issue is now some 15 or 18 car lengths in front of this lead draft, beginning to bear down on them.
A single car by itself, nowhere near as fast as the drafting pack. They will gobble him up in the next lap. No question about it. He's going to hold the very bottom of the racetrack and give them free passage as they hit the backstretch.
Roulette goes to the inside. Everybody else at speed to the outside lane, led by Lawless Allen by a car length over Isabella Robusto. William Sawalich there in third. And one other car now beginning to step out of line. That's Cole Raz.
Those top 4 have broken away from the rest of the pack. They run single file on the bottom of the racetrack. Here's LeVar Scott in his silver Chevrolet going around the lap car at a turn 4.
LeVar Scott making the move around Ryan Roulette, who again had to tend to matters on the pit lane and was late coming out onto the racetrack. Ryan is 1 lap down. It's a 4-car breakaway up front. Lawless Allen, Isabella Robusto, William Sawalich, and Cole Raz in 1.
A pretty calm and considered start to this ARCA Menard Series race. Everybody minding their manners so far, and it has indeed resulted in a 4-car breakaway at the front of the field.
LeVar Scott leads that second pack of traffic off of turn number 2, which includes most of the rest of the field, all still stacked up double wide. Front 4 continue to tiptoe away, led by race leader Lawless Allen.
Lawless Allen, then you've got Isabella Robusto, William Sawalich, and Cole Raz. That is the top 4 drivers, single file, nose to tail on the bottom of the racetrack, leading the pack back to the front straightaway.
And good discipline there. Trouble off turn number 4. 2 cars get together. Now a big pack crashing, sliding all the way down, pounding the inside safer barrier. Multiple cars involved in the crash. Dale Quarterly has a big chunk of the crash. Other cars involved now. Michael Maples has some of it. Also, Willie Mullins has a big chunk of damage on his race car. Tim Richmond with damage on his machine. Elio Castro Neves, he's got some damage. He's backwards in the middle of the ball field right now. Nolan Wilson is also crashed, Mike, among others.
A dozen cars crash and collide at lap 4 here in Daytona. And as Alex mentioned, a wide variety of cars, including Elio Castro Neves, who is backed out of the ball field. He is going to pit road. But Alex, we have no less than half a dozen cars that are just littered across the grass here in the ball field at Daytona International Speedway.
I was watching as they exited turn 4. 31 degrees of banking. It drops down to flat in the short straightaway. Couldn't tell exactly which car it was. A machine got loose on transition, maybe by themselves, maybe not. We'll have to wait for NASCAR TV to give us a better clarification. But I saw the driver correct, then recorrect, and I thought, okay, they're going to save the machine. Didn't. overcorrected, nosed it into the safer barrier, and from there it was on. Add Catherine Legg now to the crash. Thad Moffitt has damage on his race car, significant damage to the safety clean entry. He's up against the safer barrier here. The tri-oval is completely blocked as the cars that made it through that crash, Mike, are now having to come to a stop at the entrance to the tri-oval. There's nowhere to go.
There are race cars, there is debris all over the place, and it all got triggered with a Cody Dennison harsh shot into the outside wall, and that triggered quite the aftermath. We'll recap it for you as we are under the first caution this afternoon.